You know, as a kid, there was only one form of motivation in my house. Tough love. You see, my mom and my sis, they will always hit me with things like, get over it, be a man, grow up, stop all that crying. And don't get me wrong, I did use some of those motivational factors as a fuel in my business sense as I got older. But now that I'm looking back at it, maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, that wasn't really conducive to my mental, especially for the environment that I was in. You see, motivation comes in a variety of forms, and everybody doesn't respond the same. What may work for one person doesn't mean it's going to work for the next. Today's topic is all about motivation. The willingness or desire of someone to do something. Today's topic is also going to be about debunking the myths that are associated with motivation. My name is Wise, and this is the LikeMinds podcast. Roll the clip.
Bring the chorus in.
Keep on shining.
Yo, what's up, people? It is your boy Wise reporting live.
Yeah.
And this is the LikeMinds podcast. To my left, I have my incredible host. Who I got with me today?
Most precious gift.
Most precious gift. And y'all already know what it is. This is the LikeMinds podcast. Now, before we start anything, y'all please make sure that y'all hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe.
And also turn on your post notifications for any and every giveaway, any new episode that comes out. The first
Updates.
episode is actually already out right now.
Okay. Juneteenth release is out.
It's already out. So we're already here. We're already in full effect. We're already in full swing. And I also want to give a shout out to my camera people. That is my boy Briz.
Thank you so much.
And Miss Liz.
We
Torres.
appreciate
We
you.
appreciate y'all for just doing this, helping us out. Without y'all,
Definitely.
there's literally no show. So, ladies and gentlemen, today's episode is all about motivation. Okay, motivation. What is it? The myths that really surround it. And we're gonna debunk some myths today, because I already got it. I already got it. Like, because we're gonna talk about a few things. So let's start off with myth number one: visualization alone can keep you motivated. What do you think about it?
Well, I'm a visionary and I love manifestation, and a part of manifestation is seeing the vision. We're living one right now.
We are. This is
We're
a reality.
living out one.
That's crazy, right? That's crazy that we're here. We did. I mean, I thought about this a year ago when I did this podcast, and I was like, of course,
Definitely.
we talked about it on the last episode. We just couldn't do it back then. But now, I have some means. I'm putting some things into play, and got you as my incredible co-host. I got a
Definitely.
team of people surrounding me that's willing to help me. And also, let's not forget, we got Cedar coming on, Cedar K coming on today. So y'all got to stay tuned for that. That's later on, but we gonna get to that.
Yeah.
We gonna get to that. That's just
Definitely has
the
fire.
fire that's about to come from out of that
Definitely.
woman. It's crazy. But look, visualization, right? Here's what I found out from an article that I read. The three things that is actually counterproductive, like visualization alone.
It is.
So I was like, okay,
Stimulates the brain.
right. So it's kind of like a dopamine, right? But it's not okay. But you're not putting in any work yet. You can visualize it all day, but if you don't put it in the steps, you ain't gonna do nothing. G, I'm just being real with you. So what I found out from like this article, right? The three things that it's associated with. I'm sorry, four things. The first thing is it's actually counterproductive.
Okay.
So it's counterproductive, right? So visualization is a thing that we all look at, and it is a form of motivating you to do better. But sometimes that can actually kind of be disappointing. What you think?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So
But without pain, there can be no motivation. Sometimes motivation comes from the pain that you go through.
true. And that makes sense. It's just now that, like, for me, I know for me especially, like, I get sad now a little bit, just a little
Why?
bit, like from straight motivation. Like I need a little bit more than that. I need a little. Of course, you gotta. I don't know what it is, but like, I'm not gonna lie. Jim Jones said this. Jim Jones said this. He said, when you can't be motivated, be consistent.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'd rather be more consistent than be motivated, to be all honest with you.
Well, be consistent in self-care and self-healing. The spa, reading, chiropractor,
Okay.
drawing, painting, outdoors, putting your feet on the nice muddy ground or grass, hugging trees. Hey, it keeps flowing.
You know what? I don't have to try that one day. 'Cause I don't know. I gotta try that
Salt
one day. I gotta
baths.
try that one day. Oh my gosh, I gotta try that.
Motivation is from self-healing.
And
It comes from there. It's the seed that you plant and the fruits that come from that.
you better than me. You better than me for this. I swear. I'm like, and I ain't gonna lie. Like as a kid, like I said, like as a kid when I was growing up, motivation it was like just straight tough love, and like,
Ooh.
and I was like. As black, especially for us
In
as
the
black
black
people in the black
community,
community, that's all we
don't
know how to
cry.
do. Don't cry.
Don't cry.
Shut up. Be a man up. Just take care of business. Don't express any feelings. Blah blah blah.
And for women, it's
And for
just
women.
it's vice versa though. It's just like, oh, cry it out, but okay, stop. Just stop crying.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
I'm learning that with my son. Like even like my child's mother, she like, it's okay. He's just crying. Like just let him do it. And I was
Yeah.
like, the way I'm conditioned, I don't
Mm-hmm.
want him to. I don't even want him to start crying like that. So if he's crying, then I automatically think, okay, there needs to be like a solution that needs to happen. But it's a different thing for me, right?
Yeah.
Now the second thing that comes about, especially a myth with visualization, is you don't think about the process. Some people are so caught up in like the end goal that they don't and they visualize, oh, I just see this, and this is what social media does,
I don't
right?
like the process.
You don't
I'm
like
a
the process?
person. Yeah, there's a lot of us empaths out here.
Mhm.
We do not like the process. We'll kick, scream, cry, self sabotage,
Oh my
distract.
gosh.
This all these things that go into the process because it means that you are having a rebirth, a new beginning. You get what I'm saying?
Okay,
You're
I get what you're saying.
uncomfortable. One of my professors used to tell us, hey, you have to learn how to be uncomfortable to be motivated, to want that self-healing, to see that vision.
And it's a lot. I kind of can't stand the process, but
Yeah.
I'd rather go through it now. I'm like, man, just give me the process in order for me to work through whatever I'm trying to go through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I'm like everybody's a little bit different,
Yeah.
and now like especially with like just the motivation itself.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I can't. That process is a lot to deal with, and like social media does not help.
No, it
Because
doesn't.
all it shows is, especially from Instagram, everybody's showing like their best versions of themselves, the
Yeah.
best life. And people get motivated by seeing that
Yeah.
best life. And they don't understand. Like, they did like 10
Yeah.
years of nobody listening.
See, I'm the opposite because I follow the ones that I get to see the mud, them go through the mud and the dirt and the trenches of, the rafts of where their life and their journey takes them. Because
Right.
actually that's what motivates me, to let me know that I'm going to fall, I'm going to cry, I'm going to get back up. And it may not be what I want it to be, but I'm going to grow into what I need to be. So I follow different people that show, that meat, steak, and potatoes. This is what the stew needs, right?
Right. Oh, girl, you got me hungry up here. Stop playing with me. I might have to go find some food after this.
Life is definitely a recipe.
It is.
It's a recipe. And as you
And you
get
can
older,
control
you
it.
evolve into different parts of yourselves and different selves. What you're
Mm-hmm.
doing 5 years ago is not what you're doing now, right?
Facts.
You evolve.
I evolved from
You
that.
overcame.
Hopefully you do evolve, and hopefully you put yourself in better positions. Now, of course, life does happen. It happens to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
But as you said, you're evolving. You're trying to grow, and to go back to even like the social media. People, I think we as just humans, like we don't want to see that process. Nobody don't want to see that.
No.
All we want to see is, oh my God, you got the Ferrari.
We want the microwave.
We
You
want
know
the
how
microwave, yeah, we
we
want
want it real
microwavable.
quick. We want it 2 seconds. Oh, I'm a star. But entrepreneurs work hard
And they don't get paid.
at all.
First, I'm not getting paid right now. She not getting nobody. We're not getting paid right now.
We're making history
we're
right
making
now,
history, and
though.
we have to pay everybody else out in order for the vision to come back to us full circle. Another thing that actually comes with visualization as a myth that I want to bust, it actually drains your energy. I heard that it drains your energy out. Like when you visualize so much and you trying to get motivated, so much out of that one thing, it doesn't actually benefit you in the long run, because especially if you're not taking no action, then you just, it just drains you. So now you don't have the energy to actually put forth any of the work or the process that's needed for you to.
Well, that's because you need this self-care and self-healing
Mm-hmm.
to rejuvenate. You know what I'm saying? That's why I talk about the
Mhm.
spa and drinking your lavender ginger tea and going to make sure you go to the chiropractor, you're going in to see the doctor,
Mhm.
making sure your mental health is on point. These are the things, going to exercise to release stress, release burnout. We have to release, which means crying. Cry wherever
Yeah.
you need to cry to
Man.
release. So that's why you get drained, because you're not releasing the tension, the worry, the I may not be good enough to do this,
okay.
to go down this journey. Those are things that we really struggle with mentally.
I think everybody has that issue. It's like, yo, if you running and gunning like all day, then you're not going to see, like, you're not gonna have time for yourself. And like, as you said, self-care. If you're not taking care of yourself, don't nothing else matters, man. You can walk out of somewhere, you can get hit by a bus and it's all over. Right, if you're here, you're alive and you're well and you're trying to actually strive for something.
Self-awareness is what you're speaking of.
Okay, gotcha.
Just having more self-awareness of where you're going in your life.
Okay, that makes sense. Yes,
Definitely, I got you.
Okay, so maybe I was a little bit confused a little bit, but
No, you're okay.
I was on point.
No, you're there. You're there.
Self-care is something that I'm definitely like learning with. It's a whole process, because I said, I got my son now, so my life is not my life no more, it's his. And so how do I balance that? That's a hard balance, especially for males in the community, for fathers in the community, and even for women too, who are single mothers who doing it, or even with a family. It's like, yeah, you got your kids, but like, you got to put yourself first. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, because I truly believe that if you put yourself first before, everybody else, then don't get me wrong, you'll be able to spread that love a little bit more. You'll be able to pour into somebody else's cup like a little bit better, because you took care of yourself.
Well, I think that where you're coming from is that not that you're fully giving up your life, but you are working on that healing process to be the best, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Motivator, being the best father figure, being the best mentor, being the best teacher and student at the same time for your child. That's all those roles.
That's all those roles.
So you have to nurture all of those roles that you're taking on. Did you realize that you have that many roles?
I mean, yes, I did. I knew I was that for him. I just didn't have it explained to me. Like, I guess the way I knew I had to do all those roles, and at some point,
self-awareness.
That's
what we're promoting in this community.
That's what we're trying to do here, people. Okay, LikeMinds podcast is all about your mental health and always trying to strive. But let's continue. Because we got some more to talk about.
Definitely.
The second thing, right, that comes with motivation, a myth that I want to talk about: writing down your goals and success is guaranteed.
Journaling.
Don't get me wrong. Yes, it's important, but it's not everything. It's not. Don't get me. You can.
Not if your manifestation comes from journaling.
Yes, I do believe that. It's just that you can't. I'm talking about from the simple standpoint of, hey, okay. I wrote it down.
So you mean setting intentions?
Setting intentions.
So we're setting intentions for tomorrow. Right. We're going to get XYZ done and actually do it.
Right.
You're setting intentions. You're being intentional about your life. You're being intentional about your mental health. You're intentional about your growth.
she getting me right now, and I
definitely get what you're putting down.
You get what I'm putting down. So,
yes.
but here's the thing with that though. When you're writing your goals down, and I always thought this too. I didn't like journaling at first. I was like, well, what is this?
I love it now.
Like, I'm not. If you ever find my journal, just go ahead and lock me up. In
elementary school, they made us just write.
Yes, I remember.
That's where that's coming from.
Man, I always wonder, like, why are we writing? But don't get me wrong, writing down those goals and like just having an understanding. Okay, this is what I'm doing again. But it goes back to the work. It goes back to People
Yes.
you could talk about this all day
Yes.
and say, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Action.
Action speaks
Behind
louder
the
than any words.
words.
It speaks louder than
And
any
behind
word.
the
And
words.
behind the word. So I can you could be like, yo, bro, you know that guy be like, hey, yo, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
You know what the Urban Leadership Foundation taught me
Mm-hmm.
last year in the 2022 cohort? Shout out. But we were taught a lot about accountability. So the accountability behind what you're putting out in the atmosphere.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's a word. Hey, I need y'all. I hope y'all are listening. I just hope y'all are listening and understand what this lady is putting down, because I need you to pick it
Definitely.
up and then run with it. For me, like, I have a hard time with that.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh yeah, we've been getting somewhere. Don't get me wrong.
Now
like
we're
I'm
diving
human.
in deep.
Oh yeah, we definitely diving in deep. It's accountability is a thing that nobody wants to do. Nobody. Like the mature people. They want to do it. the immature people of the world, like, no, it's all your fault. It's like I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to take accountability for the actions that you said. If
They
you
don't
know.
know.
Oh, they don't know. Sometimes
So
they,
we can say that. Sometimes they don't know that they're not taking accountability because they weren't raised like that and they weren't shown that,
True.
That's why we have mentors in the world.
I do have a mentor. I'm so happy that I have my mentor. So shout out Galen. Shout out the kids, Mama Tasha, Andrew,
Definitely.
Ashlyn. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Okay. Mine's is Miss Yuda,
Miss
Miss
Yuda.
Morgan, Miss Cynthia, Brother Jeff. What's up?
What's up, brother Jeff? How you doing? Hopefully I have you on the podcast
Big
one day.
community healer, just out of love.
Man, it's great. It's great to have those people to show you, because some people don't have that. Some people don't have a team around them or
But we
people around
got
them that
that.
really care about how they're moving in their life.
Yeah.
And I know for me, I'm happy that I got all those people who willing to check me, even when I don't
Okay.
want to be checked. I'm like, you willing to say, hey yo, bro, you in the wrong right now.
Okay.
That's not how you do this. Let's
Take
fix
accountability.
this. Facts, preach it, because I swear some people
But
need
you're
it.
doing it.
I'm trying to do it every day. I think it's a process.
graduated. I feel like you graduated from a lot.
I did. Let me stop playing. Let me stop playing with y'all. She ain't about to get me to cry on here. We're not
I
doing it
love
today. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to give a shout out to our sponsor for this episode. That is the Likewise Productions LLC, recording, mixing, mastering, and music production for all your needs. Please make sure that you follow Likewise Productions LLC on Instagram and Facebook as well. Want to give a shout out to them because they are the reason that we also have this podcast. So if any other sponsor wants to come on, please feel free to make sure that y'all go to @LikeMindsPod. And you fill out that information and you become a sponsor. You can help us out. You can help us upgrade. And we will definitely shout you out on the podcast as well. You can also even be on the show. We would love to have you. It would be great to have new energies, new people, new perspectives on the show so we can actually gain some insight, so we can actually grow. You know what I mean? Now back to the regular scheduled program. Now, see, she already on something, because she already basically reversed all my myths that I already even had.
Yeah.
I don't like this one bit. But hopefully this is giving you guys some, some expertise, some, just some insight, some new perspective on how you can
And
change.
clarity.
And some clarity, to really bring out that, oh man, I need to do this. Or, oh man, self-awareness. Set your intentions. The third one, just try to do your best. I can't stand that. I'm sorry. My son is not gonna just try to do his best. I don't
Try.
Trying and doing are two different things.
Thank you.
Two different.
That's what my parents used to tell me when I was little.
Yeah, like trying is in the process of doing is the actual action. So you gotta pick which one are you gonna do. You gonna keep trying all your life, or you actually gonna do?
Well, first make a plan, right?
A lot of people don't want to do that.
We gotta make a plan, and journal about where do we see ourselves. We are the author of our story.
We write it.
Exactly.
We can write every single chapter.
Can't you?
We can write every single chapter.
And manifest it. And vision boards are the best thing to do, y'all.
They are. I've had a vision board, and I have like a digital vision board on my phone as a screensaver. So I got Got a little firm on there with a whole bunch of people. I got the Lamborghini because I definitely want a Lamborghini one day. And then I got a few things on. I got like a nice big house, but you got to see it before you can ever like attain it. But it takes time for you to do that. But for this, trying to do your best, that isn't like the best motivator to me though. I don't really think it's like all you got to do is try. And we really like, especially in school, they teach us. They're like, oh my God, you got a gold star just for trying. And I'm like, what is that?
Are we excelling here?
Yeah, it's like we not. So it's like we're already leading with a bad example to show our kids and show everybody else that all you got to do is try and you'll be rewarded.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. Things can happen in your life. And if you don't get me like, for example,
you have to execute the success.
Correct.
It's what you bring to the table, what you feel like you need to work on. And knowing who you are is where the core of it is. And
that might take time for some people. A lot of people may not have that insight about themselves. I know I'm still learning. Shoot, I hope I'm not the same person in 5 years that I am right now sitting in front of you. I hope when I'm 5 years down the line, I'm like super high excel. I got some nice cars in the garage, a lovely wife. Just killing it in the business world. Okay. So, you know what I mean? But to me, that's not the best motivator. I'm sorry. Trying to do your best. It's like encouragement without like the pressure. It's like I'm gonna encourage you without pressure. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes a diamond is only formed from pressure.
Yeah.
It only formed. You need to go through the cracks, the mud, the grit, the dirt, in order for you to succeed in whatever thing that you want to do in your career, in your life.
But I also think in the Black community, we don't have enough support, like family support,
No.
And friend support and just love. And generally, like, we love for you to do well. So we're going to show you this support and show you that we love you, because that's still a part of healing. So you can get past the try. You can get on, I'm doing, I'm creating, I'm expanding.
And that's crazy that in our own community, we're not bigging each other up. Yeah. It's like we love to tell somebody, man, yo, you should be doing this. But when we actually do it, and then you wonder why that person gets left behind, it's like, well, you had the same opportunity that I had to move. And people really hold a grudge with you, and people get actually shot and killed over that, all because Nipsey basically, so rest in peace to Nipsey also. He got shot and killed all because somebody in his entourage was like, oh, he's really moving. And he was actually giving back. And of course, I'm pretty sure it goes deeper than that. Yeah. But
that's just dealing with yourself, and it keeps going back to self-healing.
You have to
and working on yourself. That person didn't feel confident in themselves to move, to come up with a plan and be successful. You have to find the gifts from within, and that's what I love working with people to do.
And that's an amazing thing. I'm glad that the fact that you even have that skill set, and you got that gift is already built in you. You're already changing the world through that every single day.
Rest in your healing, LLC. That's me.
Plug right there. She got to do it. And this is the LikeMinds podcast, and we all about mental health, elevation, motivation, and inspiration for your mental. That's all we trying to do.
Oh, ashe.
That's all we trying to do here. We just trying to put you in a better position. Now, these myths that we just talked about today, guys, of course, you could take this conversation and you can expound on it as you want. But let me just do like a quick recap. First one, visualization alone can keep you motivated. No. Okay? Yes, you can write your goals down. And yes, you can have a plan. But then you also need to do the actual action.
And have accountability.
Don't just talk a good game.
Be about it.
You better be about it, okay? Don't just be talking about it. Don't be about it. Because everybody be like, yo, all day, every day, it's, hey, yo, I'm gonna start this next week. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. I'm
gonna go to school. I'm gonna get this career.
I'm gonna start it. And then next thing you know, 5 years down the line, you still working that dead-end job out because you didn't want to take the initiative. You didn't want to hold yourself accountable, and you didn't want to set the intention, set the plan in
motion. Working on yourself and working on your healing. It goes back to community-based things that we struggle with. Is the healing factor.
And that trauma is actually like
on everything.
That trauma.
Childhood and adult.
It doesn't even stop at oh my gosh. And people go to their graves like this.
I know.
And that's the sad part. And it's like you have the opportunity. Whether you
we
realize
all
it or
do.
not, you actually have the opportunity to change your mentality, change your mindset in order for you to grow and build and expand to the
Definitely.
endeavors that you want to do. But if you just gonna sit there and mope all day and be like, "Damn, it's nobody's looking at
Just
me."
love yourself. That's it.
fir-
Just love yourself first.
All this doesn't matter without you.
We're here because we love ourselves and we love what we do and we love the community because that's where it's at.
Facts. Facts.
True.
It's like
True story.
It's what we're trying to do here. But it all really starts with you. None of this matters without you doing it. You got to do it.
Ashe.
You know what I'm saying? Second myth, writing down your goals and success is guaranteed. Sorry, the work is called the work.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. That is a part of the work, but it's not the full scope of work.
Right.
You got to put in that work. You got to put in that grit. Social media has got us bogged down with just the highlights. Everybody see the highlights all day long.
I want to see the trenches.
I want to see the trenches.
What did you do to get there?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody sees a victory lap, and I'm like, oh, cool. But you don't know that guy who trained for that marathon, the reason why he was the best athlete,
Practice.
he had to
Repetition.
practice. Repetition. He kept doing it over and over
trying.
and over again.
Right.
So writing your goals down is nice. Not saying don't do it, but it's not the end all be all. And you need to actually put in that intention to work. It's called the process. It's called the work. And if you're not willing to do the work, especially without pay,
Nothing gonna shake. It's not gonna
it
move.
ain't gonna happen for you. It's
not
not
gonna move.
It's not. Ain't gonna move.
And no one's gonna do it for you.
Tell them.
No one's gonna do it for you at all.
Oh my! Count on people to just not. You know what I'm saying? Count on people to not be there, to not see the vision. You have to see it before anybody else
For
can.
yourself.
You have to see it for yourself before
See for
anybody else
yourself.
can do it. And that's the crazy part. It just happens in us. It just happens with us as human beings. As soon as we see some success, then we be like, "Hey, I want to? Hey, you mind if I get in on what you?" I'm
But
like,
it's gonna
nah.
happen though.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
success is gonna happen as long as you keep on working
It's called
on yourself
consistency.
and not downing yourself and staying motivated
Mm-hmm.
and getting into some poetry slams and voicing how you feel and getting into some spa treatments, some salt scrubs, the sauna. Like
Exactly.
you need those just internal healing things, exercising, being mentally stable. And if you're not, going to ask for help. Going to say, you know what,
There's nothing wrong with
I cannot
getting
do
help.
this
Go to
alone.
therapy. I don't know
I
why we as
cannot
black
do
people do
this
that.
alone.
Why do we do that? Like, why do we? I don't want to go to therapy. I ain't paying nobody $300 an hour just so
So
they
we
can
think
tell.
we could do our own shadow work.
That's funny. That's funny that you think. That's funny that people think you could. I could do this by myself. I got this. No, you don't. It takes a team. It takes an effort of committed people around you to do anything in life. No matter who you think is successful in this world, right?
Yeah.
Somebody got a team. You might not know who they are, and they might not put themselves in the forefront. But everybody that got somebody that said yes.
And everybody that made it went through a whole lot of stuff.
They went through
didn't
some
just
BS.
get up there. They went through a lot, especially if you're an entrepreneur. Shout out to the Black-owned entrepreneurs.
Keep doing y'all thing.
Putting their businesses out there
Yes.
and owning the stage of the world.
I mean, I don't think if people don't talk about that enough. It's like, yo, are we
Minorities, period.
period? Because
Minority, period.
because we definitely don't get those opportunities.
Minority, period.
That's facts. We never get those. And so I'm just happy that I have a platform, that we have a platform, because she gonna have a show coming out soon. See,
Yeah.
putting people in place. I'm happy that that we have this platform here to really showcase that, put that into the world, and make sure everybody understands that.
And definitely
you can
having
do
the
it.
people to help us.
You need a
Thank you
team.
guys.
Shout out to
so
Liz
much.
and Briz again,
Thank
because
you so
literally without them, I
much.
have no show.
Okay.
You understand? So it's levels to this. It's levels to this. And
Yeah,
maybe you
there
only
is.
scratching the surface, and that's okay. Where you're at is where you're at. But understand that you got to dig a little bit deep into your mental. You got to take care of yourself in order for you to reach some higher levels within you.
Yes.
If you want to operate at a higher frequency, you got to do something that you ain't never done
Definitely.
before.
And reach out.
Get the help. It's
And
not
tell
hard.
people
You just
I need help, or I don't know how to do this, or how do I get an LLC, or how do I need to move financially?
let your
right?
pride go.
Ooh.
Let your pride go.
Ooh, ego.
And that's gonna be that's gonna be
Ego.
the quickest way for you to fall and stay falling.
Because we don't want to be embarrassed.
Oh, I'm hurting. Oh, I don't want nobody to know.
I don't want nobody to know.
Oh, I gotta look tough. I gotta be on.
Let's be real with
Let's
ourselves.
be real.
Though.
Be real with
let's
you,
stop the this is pretty shiny and nice.
You know, like the realest person that you are is the one that's behind closed doors.
Oh, everything. Well, sometimes I'm told I'm too real outside.
And people can't stand that.
It's okay. It's not going nowhere.
The last myth, guys. I know we kind of went for a rant just a little bit there because we just really want you to get it.
Definitely.
The last myth. Just try to do your best. Nah, wrong answer. No. If Michael Jordan was number one because he strived to be number one.
Definitely
Who
did.
the heck wants to be second best? I'm sorry. If I'm striving for something, I'm not going to try to do my best. I'm going to do my best. Now, if your best is at a certain level, cool. That's perfectly fine. But when you say the word try implies that you are in the process.
Claim it. It's yours.
Claim
So
it. If it's already yours.
The prosperity. I am
Exactly.
abundant. I am prosperous. I am going to be on top. It's the affirmations.
Oh my gosh. it's just like it's not hard, guys. It's really not hard. Please don't just try to do your best. Do your best. It's very simple. Once you change the phrasing of how you even see your mindset and how you see your life, your frequencies start to change. The universe actually has ears. And
Thank
it
you.
listens to you. And it says,
He
okay.
getting it, y'all. He gets it now.
We gonna get it. I'm gonna get out the way because the universe gonna be like, I'm gonna
Thank
just get out the
you.
way for you
He
so you can
listens.
move.
He
I'm
listens.
trying to listen. It's a process.
You got it.
It's a process. I'm still learning. I ain't like I got this. I'm gonna have this
We're
all
always
tomorrow.
learning.
But we
And
always learn.
Always.
I have, and this is a phrase that I always like to go with. The minute that you stop learning is the minute that you start dying.
Mm.
And
Wow.
for y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like living. Don't get me wrong.
I feel like living too.
You're gonna have your days. And as a human being, you're gonna go through it. Man, female, transgender, it doesn't matter. Whatever. You still are a human being. You have feelings and emotions. And when we go through those, sometimes you just feel like, man, I can't go on.
Definitely. And shout out to Pride.
Shout out to Pride. Shout out to the LGBTQ community. Hey,
Definitely.
a support is always over here. All love, all day, every day. When we talk about that, right? You can't just be motivated. Don't just be motivated out here. Like, and if you lose your your motivation, be consistent. Because when you are consistent, that motivation comes back.
Yeah, consistent in your healing so that you can be an overcomer.
There you go. Let's look. We trying to help y'all.
We're not trying.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
We are claiming it.
We are claiming
it.
We are
See, that's how you know that we're programmed.
We
Did
got
you
programmed.
see that? We
I
are
saw that.
programmed to think that way.
And that's the crazy part. Like, why we?
Because we got it from elementary school. You explained that.
We did.
We got that coming growing up.
Just try to do your best. I also like the word realistic too. I can't stand that word. Let's just be realistic. Let's just think. No, you gotta do it a little bit small. If I said I want to do something, I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it. And so don't disrespect. But if you're not about to help me do that,
right?
Can you go to the left, please?
Teach me or go.
Or teach me or go, because I want people around me who's going to actually help elevate me to another level. I don't even want people around me who are on my level. You better be higher than me.
You want people to take you serious.
I want people to take me serious.
So that we can elevate you, help elevate you, and it starts here. Just get on the stage.
All you got
and do not listen to others' opinions about you, because that's how I made it on this stage. And that's how you made it on this stage, not listening to others' opinions about you that were negative, but you overcame that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We had to renew our mind.
And you have to renew your mind daily.
And we had to filter through those things daily. Definitely.
Somebody told me a year ago, I ain't gonna say the person's name, but somebody told me a year ago, it was like, oh, I just don't know about that part. Cool, thank you. Appreciate you. Have a good one. And I'm here. So what does that tell you? The universe said whatever is for you is for you.
Yeah.
So if I know it's already in my mind. This is, again, it goes back to the process, the work.
Yeah.
I know in my mind I wanted to be here. So I'm here.
Okay.
If
Same
I'm
thing.
if I'm moving in it, I'm moving in it. And if you're not about it, no disrespect to you. Love, peace,
Yeah.
but go over there for me.
They said I wouldn't be a motivational speaker, and what am I doing?
Stop playing with us.
Motivational speaking.
Ladies and gentlemen, we
Yeah.
appreciate y'all for tuning in to the LikeMinds
Definitely.
podcast. This is a quick
LikeMinds.
talk. This is a quick talk, but it was real. Gems was dropped throughout here.
Subscribe.
Make sure, please make sure that y'all
Subscribe.
subscribe to the LikeMinds podcast. Also, make sure you turn on your post notifications too for
Definitely.
anything, interviews, giveaways, for new guests that are coming on.
Facebook.
Facebook. Make sure. Oh, also
TikTok.
at LikeMinds Pod is the Instagram, and I believe also the Facebook as well. Again, call in or text in 719-999-2073. That should still be the number. If not, the number.
is.
Of course, the email is also at LikeMindsPodcast@outlook.com. That should come up somewhere here on your screen. LikeMindsPodcast@outlook.com is the actual email, and the phone number 719-999-2073.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Wise, and welcome back to the LikeMinds podcast. Okay, now I got a special somebody coming up. This is the favorite segment of mine. This is called Bars in the Booth, and I have a special individual coming up to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Cider K. Come on up here.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh my God, how you doing, sweetheart?
I am well. Thank you for having me. Why you
Yes.
guys are amazing.
Oh my gosh, look. See, ladies and gentlemen, y'all may not understand, but me and her, we've been kicking it so far. We just been having a great time with each other's energies. Please tell the people, who are you? What do you do? Give us a little background.
My name is Cider K, and I'm just an instrument of God. That's what I like to say. Like, you can use me, dance, model, act,
Oh, amazing.
sing, rap, whatever you want me to do. I'm an instrument. So
And God is using you. God is blessing you. I see it
appreciate
all
it. I
through.
appreciate
You
it.
are radiant with it. So
Mm.
keep striving in that. Now tell us what you gonna do here today.
Today, you guys got a treat, actually, Mr. Wise.
I got a treat.
Yeah, y'all
We got a treat.
because y'all getting something real exclusive that no one's ever seen. So today I'm gonna perform something called "Higher for You All."
So this is a new release,
It's
brand
a
new release.
This the
Never.
First, this the first time new ears have ever heard it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Can you please tell the people where they can find you?
Yes.
The Instagram, the Facebook, all the socials.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
floor is yours.
You can find me at I am the letter N SIDAK. I am in Cider K, and I'm also on all platforms like Spotify, YouTube,
Title,
Tidal.
Apple Music,
Thank you. See,
Deezer.
that's why we got Wise.
That's why
It's
we here.
everywhere. Just look SIDAK. Here I am, or whatever. Higher coming out in. I can't tell y'all the
Don't
release
say it yet.
date
It's okay
just
if you don't
yet,
wanna
but
say
y'all
it
already
yet.
got it exclusive because it's a new performance from me.
Yes.
So let's get into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Cider K.
Sinner made a bang.
Yeah, you wanna ride with me. Yeah, you wanna vibe with me. Say you wanna come and see. Baby, I'm all you need. Yeah, you wanna ride with me. Yeah, you wanna vibe with me. We got the victory. Oh, baby, can't you see? Keep me going higher. Keep me going higher. Your love is fire. Oh, baby boy. Keep me going higher. Keep me going higher. You're my desire. If you want said you wanna ride with me. That's a vibe, baby, I'm a OG. Keep it real, keep it fresh, nothing less. And we gon' ride to the top, no stress. I got you, you got me, I'm the best. Okay, baby, won't you tat it on your chest? Get in line, baby, cause you up next. And I'ma ride to the end. To the end. Yeah, you wanna ride with me.
Hey!
Yeah, you wanna vibe with me. Say you wanna come and see it. Baby, I'm all you need. Yeah, you wanna ride. Yeah, you wanna vibe with me. We got the victory.
Hey.
Oh, baby, can't
Let me
you
hear y'all
see?
say it.
Keep me going higher. Keep me going higher. Higher. Your love is fire. Oh, baby boy. Keep me going higher. Keep me going higher. You're my desire. If you want, if you want.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh my God, Miss Cider K. Thank you so much for coming on. Please tell people what are your socials, all the Instagram, Facebook, all of that good stuff. Tell people where they can find you. And also, what are your next plans? Like, what are you doing next? Like, what's
Good
going on?
Good question. So you guys can follow me at I am the letter N SIDAK. So I am in Cider K. And then also I have a couple things. So I like to, like you said, I model, I dance, I rap, I sing.
You do a lot.
I do like a little bit of everything just because I like to stay versatile and I like to exercise my many gifts that God
You have
gave
to.
me.
You have to,
Yeah.
especially in this day and age with any
Yeah.
just a creative in general. You have to bring all of that energy and all those facets, or else you kind of like can't be stuck with one thing. So I get it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what's next for me is what you got. Like, I'm here to listen. Whatever you got, shoot it my way. You never know what might be next for me. I might be performing on top of the world next. So we never know.
Well, I can't wait to get them tickets. That's all I know is I want them tickets. I just
Come
want
all
to
the way to the moon to come see me.
exactly. Just make sure you give me the skybox. So
Bet,
skybox
got you, I
I
got
want to
you.
look down. You know what I'm saying? Or on the court, you gotta give me on the
Okay,
field.
okay.
One of the two, you make it happen.
All right.
But Miss Cider K, thank you so much. Okay,
Yeah.
please tell everybody your socials. Please tell everybody your socials just so we can have them.
Yeah. At I am the letter N SIDA, the letter K. I am inside a K. You can also find me on Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, SoundCloud at SIDAK. Sida K. Yeah. Just like that.
We want to thank Miss Cider K for coming on to the LikeMinds podcast to perform
Thank you
her
for having
latest,
me.
of
Yes,
course, her
yes.
latest unreleased single called Higher. It's going to
Higher.
be in your stores very soon. Now, y'all already know the next segment is called Message of the Day. Let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. Peace.
Peace.
Coming live and direct.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Wise, and to my left, I have
Most precious gift.
all day, and this is the LikeMinds podcast. And on this segment of the show, ladies and gentlemen, we like to always end with this because this is important. This is called Message of the Day. Okay, everybody understand? So basically, at the end of every show, we always leave one message that we like to do. And for me, I actually have a series of steps that I actually want to encourage y'all to do going forward so that you can live your best life, be in the best mental state that you could possibly be in, and actually grow within your endeavors of your career and your business, personally and business-wise. Okay? So the first step is simple. Simplify the steps. Sometimes we go out here and we like, yo, we look at the big picture so much that we don't understand that it takes the small steps that lead to the big one.
Or you missed the small.
Or you missed the small. So everybody, please make sure that's the first thing.
Yes.
Simplify the steps. And if you actually do, yes, write down your goals now and set intentions when you simplify those steps, because it's actually going to make it way better for you. The second thing that I actually want to mention, with motivation, right, which is why we're talking today. Like, this is what the episode is all about. We debunked some myths, or we talked about some myths that that concerned it.
Definitely.
And but what we didn't talk about, step 2, is focus on your accomplishments.
Yeah.
Celebrate the small wins. It's okay that you're not at the biggest point yet of your life. You still got time. Okay? Celebrate the small wins. Those small victories are going to lead to the big success. But
and,
sorry.
And definitely for just forgiving yourself for not being where you feel like you should be right now.
Mm-hmm.
And writing down, I am seriously, sorry for, and I accept that I'm not where I want to be right now, but I am working on it. Giving yourself forgiveness.
Forgive yourself in this process.
Forgive yourself.
Step number 3, guys. Find your passion.
Yes, my favorite.
Sometimes we go through this life and we be like, yo, are you doing like 20 million different things? Right? And another phrase that is common is a jack of all trades is a master of none. And not gonna lie, you could be great in a lot of things, but there's only a few select things that you may be passionate about. And actually that is what you should be continuing in. Well, how do I find my passion, Wise? It's very, 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 very simple. It's the thing that you would do for free that you're getting paid for. Listen what I said. It's the very thing that you would do for free that brings you the most joy that requires the less of efforts.
That's true.
That's your passion.
True.
I love music. I could be in the studio all day and not eat simply because I'm so focused.
That's true.
And that is the passion of what I am doing.
You probably did not eat this morning.
I ate a Pop-Tart this morning, to be completely honest.
Most of the time, he eats nothing.
Yeah,
okay?
most of the time I don't be eating nothing. I'm still skinny. That's why I'm skinny. But, ladies and gentlemen, for real, find your passion and move in it. Mm-hmm. It's the thing that you love to do the most that requires the least amount of effort for you to do. And also the very thing that you would do for free. Find your passion. Number 4, and the final step. Practice gratitude.
Definitely.
Be thankful for what you have.
Oh, my gosh.
And understand that more is to come. But you have to be thankful for the now. Sometimes we live in the future so much, or we focus so much on the past. That's why we can't stay in the present. Be grateful when you wake up in the morning. Say, man, I'm thankful for that I got a breath today. I'm thankful that I was able to eat something today. Even if you're not even in the best conditions of where you are, wherever you are, wherever you're watching from, YouTube, somebody's phone, understand that if you practice gratitude, the universe literally hears you and it opens up.
It sends abundance through.
And it sends that through, right? Mm-hmm. Practice those things. Just to recap real quick. Number 1, simplify those steps. Don't go too crazy. Simplify the steps so you can get toward your goal. Number 2, focus on your accomplishments. Those small wins are important. Step number 3, find your passion. And number 4, practice gratitude. My name is Wise, and to my left, I have Miss Most Precious Gift.
Definitely.
Please make sure that you follow us on social media at the LikeMinds Pod.
And
subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's the LikeMinds Podcast. And also follow us on Instagram and all the socials at LikeMinds Pod. Also, make sure if you want to text or call in, 719-999-2073. And if you want to email LikeMindsPodcast@outlook.com.
And join on our link tree.
Yes, join on the link tree. Sorry.
If you want to contribute to the show.
If you want to contribute to the show. Sorry. I'm going to let you go ahead. All of that good stuff.
We would love to have you guys.
If you want to be on the show, please follow that link in the Instagram bio, LikeMinds Pod. There will be a link tree bio where you can click that button. It'll take you right to the website. And you can actually fill out the form for whatever you want to do. Do bars in the booth, check the drip, hot seat, for a full interview, or if you want to reach out for sponsorship opportunities. Thank you guys so much. This is Wise. And this
Most Precious Gift
all day. And this is the LikeMinds Podcast. Peace.
Bring the chorus in.
Keep on, keep on, keep on.
and my head still bald, so you already know. And my shades is on, so I'm on that type of time. But make sure y'all stay tuned, man. We got a lot more things to come. This is the Like Minds podcast. It's your boy Wise. Peace and love.
But like black and white, you know.
Oh yes, behind is
in the
that
suit,
more
yeah.
behind the scenes stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
And you can tell people Denver Open Media.
Yes, I got to
Because I got to tag them and stuff like that. Hey, how y'all doing?
All
Like
right.
Minds podcast. We on here. So, give me a second.
Are we filming?
Hold on.
There you go. I just got. Oh, I'm in the shot.
Yeah, I know.